it's Ella from Bands and Fans, and I'm here with the band Grindhouse. So would you like to tell us a little bit about yourselves and the band?
As well. So I'm Connor, and so just a little bit about myself, the band. I mean, been doing music. I mean, we all started doing music in high school. We always wanted to start a band. This came together just in like the last year, actually. I think we started like September 2023. So we've all really been keen on music, and we're really excited to actually be doing something with it for the moment, you know.
I'm Gus. I play guitar.
I'm Mitch. I also play guitar.
I'm the vocalist, by the way.
When, how, and why did you guys start the band? And how did you guys all meet?
We all met in high school.
Before that,
I met this bloke in grade 5 though, primary school, so you know he's a bit more of an OG. But met Mitch in grade 7. We started playing music together. In grade 9, like pretty seriously. What was the first half of that question?
When, how, and why did you start?
Oh, when we started the band. Gus started this band, so he would be best to explain that.
so I went to a Show Me the Body show in Melbourne. Well, actually, no, I was in Sydney, and it was really sick. And we'd all been playing for ages, so I was like, why don't we start a band? So I recruited everyone, and then probably spent like a while figuring out like what kind of stuff we want to play. And it was a bit irregular because Connor also plays guitar and he's really good. So we had 3 guitarists, but we were like, we need someone to play vocals. So Connor jumped up, and now he does vocals, and that's pretty much how the band started. The other guys, the bassist and the drummer, Declan and Hunter, they're brothers. They also went to school with us. We're pretty close, known each other for a long time.
Declan and Hunter also weighed in at the Airbnb right now to be let in. I thought they were going to get here a bit later, so.
What inspired you guys to make this specific genre of music?
Oh, shit. Just thought it was really sick, to be honest. Started getting into like a bit of hardcore. I mean, Gus introduced me to So Unknown by Jesus Peace, just Jesus Peace in general. I think he like sent it into the chat and was like, dude, this new album that came out is so sick. And I was like, damn, it actually is really sick. And then I was just like, may as well start writing some shit like it. And then we all really liked it, so we're like, let's all just write stuff like this and make a band about it.
We're all like, we've all been into metal like for a while, but like punk and hardcore was pretty recent. Like we're all pretty like, we were like thrash metal kids in high school. Like we just like Metallica and shit. Like that was just old 90s stuff, and then like since school, like last couple of years, just been getting into newer stuff and the more modern hardcore and punk and branching out. So, and look, thrash metal not around anymore, not for it. The hardcore is the better stuff. That's the modern stuff. Sounds the best, so we just went for that.
What song of yours means the most to you, and what's the story behind it and why?
I could trauma dump now if you wanted to. I'm going to say, I can't really be bothered for that. I'll say Only Choice, just because, that one's about just this band being just the only thing that, like, we want to do, with our lives. Like, I wrote it just because I work at Coles, I'm a trolley pusher, and I was pushing some trolleys, having a bad day. I was like, dude, this needs to work out because this is all I want to do with my life. I just really enjoy performing music, really enjoy making music. And obviously every time I go to a show, see the bands performing, I'm like, dude, that is just like, I want to be doing that. If I go to a like festival, like Good Things Tomorrow, I look at the stage, just look at the band, and I'm like, dude, imagine like looking out of the crowd, seeing like thousands of people watching. That'd be like the most surreal thing, and that's what I want to do. That's like the goal of my life.
Well, I don't write the lyrics, so I don't really. But the song probably the first song that I wrote for the band that was like, oh yeah, we can probably write something, was probably Flash or one of those songs on the EP. Just like, because when I first had the idea for the band, I just wrote like a bunch of songs. I wrote like 7 or 8 songs, and like most of them were crap, but like there was 2 from the bunch they were using. They kind of wrote the other 2, and it's like this, it could be a bit of fun. Do you have a song?
Yeah, I think. What was the question?
Which song
Means the most. I'd say True Shame, cause the lyrics focus on alcoholism, and I think that's just, I don't drink or do drugs or anything, cause I don't know, I'm scared to like, I don't know, get addicted or whatever. But and that song just really resonates with that feeling of hopelessness. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you did.
What's been your best and worst show?
Best and worst show. I think we all know what our worst show has been. It was our second appearance. It was at Altar, and we were opening for Nicolas Cage Fighter. The boys over at Absolution Sequence got us on, and we were really excited too, because like it seemed like an absolutely huge opportunity, and absolutely was. Like for a second show, that's absolutely huge. And shout out to the Absolution Sequence boys. They're really sick. They're all really nice. But the first song we played, we were playing Inside I Rot, and we clearly didn't get the foldbacks right, and everyone fell out of time with everyone. And I was trying to sing the lyrics, and I was like, dude, where the fuck is everyone, dude? And we just had to stop. It was the first song we played, so it's a terrible first impression for the set. And from that, the rest of that set, Declan on drums was playing it so safe, and he's been a bit scarred since. So that was definitely our worst, but I mean we recovered, but
we move.
we move. You take a couple L's. What do you think's the best show?
Honestly, this show we played last Friday was so sick, because that was our first headline. It was for the album that came out, and had all our friends there. It was sick, and we just played really tight. So, I mean, look, every show we play, I feel like we get a little bit better. So that was our last show. So that was it. Do you have a favourite show?
Yeah, my favourite show was the last one as well. I've got pretty bad like stage fright and anxiety, and over time that's been getting a lot better. And that show I felt a lot more comfortable than usual, and I feel like our performance reflected that.
Sick. So well spoken.
And there is a video of it on YouTube. What's it?
Oh, there is, yeah. It's called, I think the YouTube channel is called 7000 Mosh.
Yep.
So you can watch the whole live set there. It's got a couple weird cuts, but
Yeah, it's at Pooh Bar, and it was on the Friday. Yep.
yeah, but it's a sick video. It looks raw as hell.
Obviously, this is an album launch tour, so would you like to tell us a bit about the album?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so this album's been like completed for probably about 6 months, I'd say. Like we've been playing all these songs for about, like the last at least 7 shows we've been playing. So it's been around for a long time, and we're finally excited to finally get in the studio and actually record it and get it out. It was a bit of a time crunch. We were we were meant to release one of the songs as a single beforehand, but we didn't have time because kind of booked shit a bit late. But we got the album out on time, which we were stoked for. Ran into a bit of problems with mixing and all that. We had to go to we had someone, then we had to go to someone else. But we're pretty stoked with how it came out for our debut album. And yeah, I mean, we're really stoked to start writing more shit next year. We've got a split coming up with 7-inch Stare, so that'll be sick to record.
Yeah, we've been pretty full on this year. We wanted to get a lot of stuff out, so we got the EP out in March, and then we were just straight to the album, give it a little bit of a break, and then put it out at the end of the year. And I reckon it sounds sick. I'm really happy with it. It's only 15 minutes, so check it out. You can listen to it twice even. It's so quick. Do you have words on it?
Oh, I think you nailed it.
Nailed it. Sweet.
How do you guys prepare for shows as a band and individually?
As a band, I mean, we typically jam day of the gig. We jam once a week every Sunday. But if we have a gig coming up, yeah, we'll try and get a jam in to run the set once or twice just before we head out for load in and all that. For myself, I mean, I just kind of just chill out. I mean, I like to hang out with the boys in the band, just to like go get some lunch and like have a chill day. Like not really think about it that much until like we're about to get up on stage, because like I don't want to like overthink it, you know, get a bit nervous like preemptively. I like to kind of feel like the emotions of that like as I'm about to step on stage, because then that kind of just like fires me up a little bit.
Well, I don't really prepare much, but I suppose I just get comfortable with the songs in my head. You know, get comfortable on stage. It's usually you only feel nervous right before you play, and then as soon as you start playing, like within 5 seconds, it's all gone, and you're just in the moment. So, yeah, I suppose the only preparation is just make sure we're all set up. We don't bring a lot of gear, so just plug in, turn it on. Should be fine.
How do I prepare? Yeah, I don't really do much. I spend most of the day stressing. The days leading up to it, I'm pretty stressed out. And then, yeah, plug in my guitar, and then Connor screams something, and then I just lock in, and it's over from there, really.
It's over.
What do you think sets the metal hardcore scene apart from other music communities?
I don't know. I'd probably say like you see it with speed. Like I feel like in the hardcore community, everybody just kind of looks after each other. Like it seems like everybody's got everyone's back. Like, and everyone just wants to watch the scene grow. Like recently, this year, like Severed came out down in Tasmania, and they're absolutely sick. We love Severed. They feature on one of the songs. Sam is on vocals for See Me Skinless, so it was cool to get him in. I've heard like ramblings of like other blokes down in Tassie that are like trying to start their own hardcore project, and it's just like everyone just wants to play shows with each other. Everyone just wants everyone to have fun, and it's like really inclusive as well. Like it just doesn't feel like it's I just feel like you can't be uncomfortable. It's just like it's a really comfortable like place to be, and it's just everyone's so friendly. I've met a lot of really good people in this year.
Yeah, well, especially in Tassie, because it's much smaller. Like everyone knows each other, all the bands know each other, all the people that go to shows know each other. We've got people that come to every one of our shows, and they go to all the hardcore shows. And you don't even have to be hardcore, really. Just anything heavy. Like everyone is familiar with each other, and all the bands play with each other all the time. So and hardcore, because it's a bit of a, I don't want to say niche, but it's like, you know, most people aren't into it, I suppose. It's like everyone who is into it supports, and there's no egos or anything. Just everyone wants to play shows, really. No one's worried about like anything outside of that, just play shows together.
Yeah, everyone's really nice and really friendly, and I kind of lost track of the question, but everyone's really nice.
Everyone's sick.
Yeah.
How do you see the metal/hardcore scene evolving? Like, where do you guys see it going in the future?
I mean, I see it only going crazy places. Like, you know, Knocked Loose played at Coachella like 2-3 years ago or something like that, and now Speed are playing at Coachella next year. Yeah, and Knocked Loose, I was just about to say that Knocked Loose are just on Jimmy Kimmel, which is pretty weird. So it seems like it's absolutely blowing up. And yeah, as I said, like the people down in Tasmania, there's so many ramblings of like people wanting to start their own hardcore. And obviously when we started this band, I started looking at Melbourne, and there was just so many hardcore bands up here that I think I followed about 50 in one day. So it just seems like it is getting so big every day, and like constantly, like I think Brian made like a post. Yeah, Brian from Knocked Loose, he made a post, and he just talked about how like they're constantly trying to like fit in places where they don't fit, and obviously you see that with a huge hardcore band playing on Jimmy Kimmel. So yeah, I see it absolutely blowing up.
Well, I mean, we've only been around for about a year, but or a bit over a year, but like ever since we started, I feel like there's been heaps of hardcore bands starting up, and in Tassie, and just people that weren't in bands or were in other bands are just starting hardcore bands because it looks fun and it is fun, and which is exactly how it should be, just for fun.
Are there any up and coming bands that you guys would recommend?
Oh yes, yeah, there is. I think we've all been talking about them since our launch. But Darker Yet Darker, they're very young. I think they're all 18 besides one. I think one of them 17. They played at our album launch. They opened up the show, and it was their first proper show outside of college. And they've fucking killed it, dude. They absolutely killed that shit. They sounded insane. They had the presence. So I'm really, really excited to see where they go from here.
Yeah, I would say Darker Yet Darker as well. Like, was very impressed with them. They just got great stage presence. They know what they're doing. Like, they've first gig and they just look so comfortable up there. Do you have a band?
Yeah, I was just gonna say Dark Yet Dark. They're really nice guys. Yeah.
What can we see from you in the future? Are you guys going to be holding it back for a bit after this album tour launch?
I think the idea is that we're going to take it not incredibly slow next year. We're going to try and keep up like our activity, but we're not going to be doing a lot of projects. Yeah, like we're going to do that split with 7 Inch. Probably, who knows? They've got an EP on the way, so whenever they drop that, probably a couple or a few months after that, we'll probably start working on that with them. But that'll probably be the only project we work on, and we'll just try and keep up, just playing as many shows as we can, I reckon. But we'll see if they agree.
Yeah, well, we got a foundation now. We got 12 songs out, so like that was the goal, just get something out, so people can listen to something, and we'll get working on another album, sure, but not sure when it'll come out or anything. Just get the split with 7 Inch, maybe some singles. It's probably the plan for next year. Do you have any plans?
Yeah, I'll just keep playing guitar until these guys fire me, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, we do have some side projects we'll probably do. Like me and Connor do it solo stuff, and I've got like another hardcore adjacent band. So like we'll just probably work on that stuff in the meantime.
And last question, anything you'd like to say to fans watching, or anything you'd like to shout out, promote?
Absolutely. I mean, if you're watching this and this is your first time hearing about us, we're Grindhouse, hardcore from fucking Tasmania. We want to make this something big. We really enjoy what we do. Thank you for watching this whole thing. I don't know how long this is going to be if you're going to use everything. So thank you for watching. Thank you for checking us out. If you already know us, thank you for listening. Thank you for fucking supporting us. We really appreciate it. And anything I want to promote? I mean, listen to the album. It came out not too long ago. See Me Skinless. And other than that, yeah, I mean, not much else. I mean, we got these 2 shows, and then we're opening for Terminal Sleep down in Tassie. So if you're, Tassie bloke and you're down there 13th of December, come out to the Pooh Bar, watch Terminal Sleep, In Throws, Threats, Severed, and us. Fucking tear the roof off the place, man.
You sorted it.
I sorted it.
You sorted it.
Well, thank you so much for watching, and thank you guys so much for saying yes. This is amazing. But this has been Bands of Fans. Bye.